Welcome back to Buy or Buy. Today we're looking at the 2020 to 2021 Mini JCW GP, the GP3 F56 chassis Mk3 hatch, the third and possibly final John Cooper Works GP Halo car Mini has ever built.
3-door hatchback, 2-seater only, no rear seats. 2.0-liter BMW B48 turbocharged inline-4. 8-speed Steptronic auto only, no manual. FWD with mechanical LSD, built at BMW Mini Plant, Oxford, UK. Just 3,000 units worldwide.
306 horsepower DIN.
Throw on SAE US.
332 pound-feet DAME. 295 pound-feet US.
5.2 to 62, 164 mile/hour top. Nürburgring under 8 minutes.
35 grand new, 50 grand used, limited to 3,000 cars globally. Instant collectible.
Section 1. Who and cross shop. Let's figure out exactly whose garage this belongs in.
Profile-wise, we're talking about mini Halo collectors. You know, if you've already got an R53 GP1 or an R56 GP2 sitting in your garage, you absolutely want this to complete the trilogy. It's also pulling in BMW M enthusiasts who want the absolute smallest front-wheel drive hot hatch, but they demand that proper M brake hardware. Then there are the track day specialists looking for a purpose-built 2-seater factory Halo and low depreciation appreciation hunters. These are buyers who watch the GP1 and GP2 hold their value or even appreciate, and they want in on that trajectory. And of course, single driver enthusiasts who simply do not need rear seats and prefer raw performance over passenger capacity.
Now, what else should you cross-shop? You definitely have to look at the Honda Civic Type R FL5. It's also a front-wheel drive hatch, but significantly more practical, and it offers that manual gearbox. There's the Toyota GR Yaris, phenomenal all-wheel drive hatch. But remember, you can't buy it here in the US. You could look at the VW Golf R Mk8 for all-wheel drive, or the standard 228 horsepower Mini JCW hatch if you want a manual and don't care about a limited run. If you've got more money and want rear-wheel drive dynamics, the BMW M2 G87 Coupe is an option. Bottom line, the GP3 stands alone as a hyper-focused, limited production front-wheel drive event.
Section 2. The gems. Let's dig right into the bespoke engineering of this explainer.
The absolute defining heart of this car is the BMW B48 2.0-liter twin-power turbo inline-4. It's from the exact same engine family as the M235i and X1 xDrive 28i, but tuned significantly higher to push 306 horsepower DIN or 301 SAE here in the US. That makes it the most powerful production Mini ever built. You get a massive 332 pound-feet of DIN torque, or 295 SAE US, hitting hard from just 1,750 RPM. Power routes exclusively through an 8-speed Steptronic automatic, specifically the ASIN AWF 8F45. Yes, it defines an auto-only purity for the GP3, but it's incredibly sharp. Critically, it manages that power via a unique trans-mounted mechanical limited-slip diff integrated right into the front-wheel drive layout.
Moving to the chassis, the defining track car philosophy is immediate. A 2-seater body with 0 rear seats, saving weight and allowing room for a massive cross brace. But the real showstopper, those massive carbon fiber reinforced plastic, or CFRP, wheel arch extensions. These are actually recycled from BMW i3 and i8 manufacturing fleece, complete with beautiful hexagonal stitching and your consecutive build number from 0001 to 3000 right on them. It sits 10 millimeters lower than a standard JCW hatch on electronic adaptive dampers. Stopping power comes from huge M Sport brakes with larger discs tucked behind lightweight 18-inch 4-spoke wheels wrapped in Hankook Ventus S1 Evo Z tires. Inside, you're held tight by heavily bolstered JCW Dynamica bucket seats, a GP-specific steering wheel, and your build number plaque sitting right on the dash.
Looking at the heritage and economic reality, this defines premium UK build quality right out of the BMW Mini Plant in Oxford. It caps an incredible lineage: 2,000 units of the R53 GP1 in 2006, 2,000 units of the R56 GP2 in 2013, and now 3,000 F56 GP3s in 2020. A sub-8-minute Nürburgring lap proves its performance, and it's the very first BMW Group production car utilizing that exposed matte recycled CFRP. Economically, it launched at £34,995 in the UK and $45,750 in the US. Today, used ones are pulling $40,000 to $60,000 US with incredibly low depreciation. Some sales even eclipsed original MSRP, proving it's an instant collectible. Bottom line, the GP3 is a bespoke, appreciating piece of BMW engineering history.
Section 3. The issues. Let's talk about the reality of owning one of these track weapons.
We've got to start with the critical mechanicals. Like most direct injection engines, the B48 suffers from carbon buildup on the intake valves. Right around 60,000 to 80,000 miles, this becomes a reality. You must budget for a $400 to $800 walnut blast service to physically clean those valves and restore lost power. Second, while that 8-speed Steptronic is generally super robust, servicing it properly, especially after track days, is pricey. A transmission fluid and filter service will easily run you $600 or more at a specialty shop.
Moving to the moderate issues, the ride quality is punishingly harsh. This is heavily track-tuned via stiffened suspension and lightweight 18-inch wheels. It is firm by design, so do not expect a compliant daily commuter. The total lack of rear seats severely limits any family use. And remember those gorgeous CFRP wheel arch extensions? If you scrape a barrier, they are devastatingly expensive to replace, running $1,500 plus per side at a BMW dealer. Overall, you're paying a premium mini service tier labor rate, and you have to tolerate exceptionally high road noise in the cabin.
Finally, the minor annoyances. Being auto-only genuinely frustrates brand purists who love the manual gearboxes in the R53 GP1 and R56 GP2. Aesthetically, it only came in one color, racing gray, which severely restricts your factory personalization. Those bespoke Hankook Ventus S1 Evo Z tires are fantastic on the track, but expensive to replace, easily clearing $300 a corner. And at launch, the tight 3,000-unit global allocation heavily frustrated buyers trying to secure a spot. Bottom line, ownership requires accepting compromise, street comfort, and paying premium BMW M-level running costs.
Verdict?
Buy.
The 2020 to 2021 Mini JCW GP3 is a 3,000-unit limited halo weapon overflowing with genuine BMW B48 power. It flaunts exclusive CFRP body extensions, commits to no rear seats by design to save weight, and backs up its aggressive looks with verified Nürburgring credibility. Most importantly for collectors, it serves as the ultimate trilogy capstone to the R53 GP1 and R56 GP2, both of which have historically appreciated above their original MSRP.
Confidently buy any documented 3000 numbered GP3 with its build plaque, verified and intact. Look for a complete service history. If the car is sitting between 60,000 and 80,000 miles, verify that the B48 walnut blast has been performed and the 8-speed Steptronic fluid is current. Avoid track day abuse. If it checks out, pricing between $45,000 and $55,000 is entirely fair in today's market, and stretching up to $55,000 to $60,000 for a pristine, low-mile example is completely reasonable given the upward trajectory we've seen from the GP1 and GP2.
Conversely, you must say bye to any GP3 with structural frame or significant wheel arch damage. Conventional CSRP repair on these bespoke, numbered parts is virtually impossible without massive expense. Walk away instantly from any missing build plaque or VIN inconsistency, as providence is everything with a limited run. And absolutely reject any car with a heavy track day history that lacks meticulous, documented post-track service.
Look, you could easily cross-shop the Honda Civic Type R FL5 at $40,000 to $45,000 used to gain vastly more practicality and a spectacular manual gearbox. But the GP3? It is the instant collectible. It is Oxford-built pedigree. And as we look at the shifting automotive landscape, this is the final, hardcore, 3,000-unit F56 Hot Mini America will likely ever see. Are you ready to secure your piece of the trilogy? Bottom line, the GP3 is a brilliant, uncompromising chapter in Mini history that demands a spot in the serious collector's garage.